As you may already know, the mainland published the Global AI Governance Initiative in November last year. To support the mainland's initiative, and as AI security is one of the major areas of national security, my office publishes the guidance on the Model Personal Data Protection Framework today. The model framework provides a set of internationally well-recognized and practicable recommendations on the best practices to assist organizations to procure, implement, and use any type of AI systems, including generative AI systems, in compliance with the relevant requirements of the Personal Data Privacy Ordinance. We believe that the framework will help nurture the healthy and safe development of AI in Hong Kong, facilitate Hong Kong's development into an innovation and technology hub, and also propel the expansion of the digital economy, not only in Hong Kong, but also in the Greater Bay Area. In this regard, I would like to thank our two supporting organizations, the Office of the Government Chief Information Officer, and also the Hong Kong Applied Science and Technology Research Institute. I would also like to express my sincere thanks to the experts and the organizations or bodies who provided us with valuable inputs and comments throughout the consultation and drafting process, including different public bodies, industry associations, universities, AI suppliers, and in particular, members of our Standing Committee on Technological Developments, some of whom have graced us with their presence today. The recommendations in the model framework are made to ensure adherence to the 3 data stewardship values and 7 ethical principles for AI, advocated in our guidance on the ethical development and use of artificial intelligence published back in 2021, 3 years ago. And all these stewardship values, ethical principles have been well recognized and accepted by the relevant industrial sectors in Hong Kong. The model framework covers 4 areas in the general business process, which I will discuss shortly. And the 4 business processes comprise: establish AI strategy and governance, conduct risk assessment, customization of AI models, and implementation and management of AI systems, and fostering communication and engagement with stakeholders. I want to emphasize that the 4 business processes is not a one-way process. Organizations may need to fine-tune AI systems because of stakeholders' feedback and comments. And they will also need to reassess the risk whenever there are significant changes to the AI system. The first area which I would like to cover is to establish an AI strategy and governance. We recommend that the strategy should consist of establishing an AI strategy, organizational strategy for the whole organization, taking into account governance considerations for procuring AI solutions, and the setting up of an AI governance committee or similar body to steer the whole process in the organization. The 9 governance considerations include, for example, identifying the use or the purpose of using AI and the relevant use cases, relaying the privacy and security obligations and requirements to the potential AI supplier. And in particular, we remind organizations to establish a policy on handling the output generated by AI systems, such as by employing techniques to anonymize personal data contained in the AI-generated output, label or watermark AI-generated content, and filter out AI-generated content that are discriminatory or pose dangers to ethical considerations. The second area is to conduct risk assessment and human oversight. We recommend organizations to conduct risk assessment. They should conduct comprehensive risk assessment and adopt a risk-based approach. And depending on the levels of risk posed by the AI in question, organizations should adopt risk mitigation measures accordingly, including human oversight. For example, if the risk level is low, they may adopt a human out-of-the-loop approach, achieving a fully automated decision-making process. However, if the risk level is high, they should adopt a human in-the-loop approach, whereby the human actors retain control of the decision-making process in order to minimize harmful outcome or harmful decisions made by the AI system. The third area of the model framework is customization of AI models and implementation and management of AI systems. There are 3 steps for this particular area, including data preparation, customization and implementation of AI, management and continuous monitoring of AI. We recommend organizations to take note of the fact that they will need to test and validate the AI models before deployment in order to ensure system security and also data security. They will need to consider measures such as, for example, red teaming to minimize the risk of attacks against the AI models. And they will also need to monitor the operation and the risk level of the AI system continuously so that appropriate measures can be taken to respond to changes in the, for example, functionality and operation of the AI system, and also changes in the external environment, including changes in the regulatory environment or in the technological environment. And for this particular area, we also recommend organizations to set up an AI incident response plan. For an AI system, AI instance can come in many forms, such as data breaches, data leakages, data poisoning, or even the generation of undesirable or harmful output by generative AI. The fourth area covered by our model framework is to foster communication and engagement with stakeholders. And in terms of communication, our recommendation is to enhance transparency, to disclose the use of AI system where it is not apparent to the users, and to provide adequate information. For example, in a chatbot, organizations should tell users that maybe some of the answers cannot be provided because of limitations in the database of the AI system. And they will also need to consider providing an option of human intervention. For example, when the chatbot is unable to answer most of the questions posed by the users should be given an option to directly contact the customer service personnel. We also advise organizations to take note of requirements under the Personal Data Privacy Ordinance. For example, users have a right to make data access and correction requests, and organizations will have to provide communication channels to allow for the making of such requests in compliance with the Privacy Ordinance. Otherwise, the organizations in question will be in breach of the relevant requirements of the Privacy Ordinance.